Geek Out! Pinky's up. Time for another Geek Out Book Club. I'm Sam.
I'm Jake.
And this week we'll be talking about Head Lopper by Andrew MacLean, out in comic book stores everywhere and Comixology on Wednesday, October 5th. Jake, what'd you think of the book?
Smell book. First of all, I love the art in this. This is like art.
Also done by MacLean.
Yeah, I wish I could draw like this. And I wish I had the eye for like the color palette for this. Because I think the colors are...
Especially with like Agatha, the blue head.
The color helps so much with this book.
Yes.
I love the... It's again, obviously indie stuff, but like it's got that indie feel in the sense that it's so creative in the way it does the page layouts, and it tells like the story of like, you know, a dragon's head being cut off isn't just as simple as a head being cut off. Like the little, I love the dialogue bubbles or dialogue word balloons that are just like an exclamation point or a question mark. You know exactly what it's saying, you know, because it can't speak English. But look, I love swords and sorcery stuff.
Sure.
Definitely more of the swords and the sorcery aspect. So I love the design, the big beard, all the kind of just the humor of it. I think it's a lot of fun.
Kind of very like Howard-esque.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it had started. You're right. It's totally an indie book. The first two issues, I believe, were self-published. Kind of like Kill 6 Billion Demons.
Sure.
We were talking about that book, and we had Tom Parkinson Morgan on to talk about that book, and it's very kind of much you're getting a guy that writes it, draws it like this. It's
Barry Windsor Smith's it.
Yeah, very single-minded visionary. Yeah. And it's a lot of fun. I think it is a little more off kilter than say Conan.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, I think the title helps you realize that it's not going to be like this serious Conan the Barbarian type story.
Yeah.
Now again, I think people who like Conan will enjoy this because it goes places that Conan can't go, because you don't want to see Conan go like the way it goes. Yeah. But
it's also a lot more Norse than Conan.
It is, yeah. But it just I think the kind of I think I just get that feel with it. Just reading a lot of the Conan stuff. But again, the humor is paramount with this. The humor, and like I said, that the color scheme is just so eye-popping and wonderful. Yeah.
And this volume, again, out October 5th, collects the 4-volume miniseries, and I believe that it's been, like, since moving to Image, because, again, the first 2 issues were self-published, it's been greenlit for, like, a second run.
Well, that's good. I mean, I remember when the first issue came out, I was still at the shop working there, and I remember it people going like, what is this crazy book? Like it drew, again, the cover and the art and the color scheme drew people to the book, and it was talked about, and it was, all around the shop, and people seemed to enjoy the craziness of it. And I certainly did.
And let me say, even though it's like 4 issues, those aren't like short issues.
No, it's you get a full hearty story in there.
Yeah. It's chock full of Norse, Viking goodness, like you were saying, it's like that Molly Hatchet album cover where with the Norse warrior,
which is drawn by Frazetta, the guy who did all the Conan stuff.
Yeah. So there you have it. Again, Head Lopper, the first volume is out in comic shops everywhere and on Comixology on Wednesday, October 5th, and we heartily recommend it. This has been another Geek Out Book Club. I'm Sam.
I'm Jake.
Keep reading. This has been another Geek Out production. If you enjoyed what you heard, hey, we've got a new commentary every Monday. We've got a special episode every Friday. Of course, there's the usual catching up show every Wednesday. And you get book club episodes just about every Tuesday these days. Thanks for listening.